Hi everybody, I'm Travis Taylor from Capital City Nissan in Topeka, Kansas, also known as the Salsa Robot on YouTube. Today I'm going to do a 2016 Kia Sorento LX all-wheel drive. Let's go check it out. Well, here it is right here. This is the 2016 Kia Sorento LX all-wheel drive in platinum graphite metallic, which is a fancy way of saying gray. This is the LX, so you'll notice it doesn't have the fog lights on the front, but it does have that badass big old Kia grill on the front. Going around the side here, you'll see we've got the wraparound headlights and tail lights. Those make you a lot more visible pulling in and out of places at night. Let's go right on in here. You got an aluminum alloy wheel. That's going to be a 17-inch. So tires aren't going to kill you on that. 20-inch tires are way more expensive. 17s aren't bad. It's kind of a common size. This does have roof rails on top. You can get crossbars for it. Go around to the back here. Nice size hatch on this. Coming around this way, I'll show you, got that all-wheel drive emblem down low here. Let's take a look under the hood on this thing, see what this thing's got going on. Well, underneath the hood here, we've got a direct fuel injected 2.4 liter four-cylinder. Just like every car, all you can really see is the plastic cover here. This thing's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. The engine's putting out 185 horsepower and 178 foot-pounds of torque. That's going to give you like 21 miles per gallon in the city. You're going to see around 29 miles per gallon on the highway. And you got a badass 0 to 60 time of like 9 seconds. Brake fluid's real easy to get to on these. Also, here's your air box for your air filter. Coming around this way, you got your washer fluid and your coolant, all easy to get to. Lots of room in these things to work on them. A lot of space back there behind the engine. There's your brake controller for your anti-lock brake system. I'm going to pull on back here. We're going to shut the hood and let's go check out the rear hatch area. Nice big open area for the hatch back here. Plenty of cargo space in this Sorento. As you can see, you've got a 60-40 splint bench there. You do have a little cubby here and a power point back here. Underneath here, you do have another little bit of storage underneath the load floor, and here's your jack and your tools here. You would open this here up and put a tool in there to lower your spare tire down. Let's shut this. Nice big view of the back there. Let's go around, let's get inside this thing, let's check out the interior. Getting into the 16 Sorento, you'll see you've got power seat on the driver's side. This is the LX, so it does have cloth interior. You have water bottle holders on the in the driver's door and the passenger door. Over here, of course, you've got your power windows and locks, power mirrors. I'm gonna hop in here. Being the LX, this doesn't have an intelligent key, so you do have just like a regular blade key to start it. Over on this side, you've got the button to dim and brighten your dash lights. Traction control. I haven't shown this on other cars, but you can shut vents and turn them on just like that, as signified by air flowing out of the vent there. I'm going to pull back. These things do have comfortable steering wheels. I like it when they give me this extra grip area here on the wheel. That's kind of nice. Right down here, you've got your Bluetooth controls, you've got volume control, and you've got the different modes for the radio. You can switch back and forth to the radio, to XM. That's all done with that button there. And then this button here jumps from one station to another for your preset stereo stations. And this, of course, is your volume. There's kind of a cool volume deal here. It's like a knob. I like that. Knobs and buttons. That's my thing. horn right here, right in the middle here. I've got a button on the wheel here, like you've seen on other cars, that when I push that button, it's going to give me different screens here that you can customize in the middle in between your analog gauges. You got a speedometer there and a gas gauge, a heat gauge and a tach, and then right up here, I like that you can put a digital speedometer right in the middle where it's easy to see. Right here, I've got my wiper controls, really easy to use. Over here, I've got headlight controls. I like to click everything onto auto, make it easy on me. Not a lot to remember that way. Here's my cruise controls. Cancel, okay, that's all pretty basic right there, really easy to use. It's one thing I like about this car. Everything is pretty simple and easy to use. Knobs and buttons, and man, did they make it easy on me. Just a couple buttons and some knobs control the whole HVAC system in this car, and I love it. It's so simple. You can reach down there and do that while you're driving, and you're not distracted hunting for knobs and buttons. Here's your heated seats right there, real easy to get to. I'm going to come up here. Even though this is a 16, not the fanciest model, it's an LX, it's kind of a base model, you got a nice backup camera right there. And of course, as we all know, because we do live in the future, backup cameras are getting huge now in cars, but at least this still has one. That is awesome. Nice AM/FM stereo system there. You can have Bluetooth through there. You can also have XM radio. I'm going to go down here. You do have 2 cup holders in the console, along with those bottle holders in the door. You've got a drive mode selector here by the shifter, an all-wheel drive lock, and you can turn the parking sensors on and off right there. I'll reach right up here, open that. Got a bunch of different chargers there. We all know we got to have those when we travel nowadays. Everybody's got to have something charged up. Looking in the console here, removable tray, plus a power port right there. And of course, I don't know if you can see back here in the back, you got plenty of room in the back, and you also have an armrest that'll fold down right there with cup holders in it. Let's see if I can get back here. And I forgot to do this before when we were outside the car, but you got 2 cup holders there and also bottle holders in the doors. I like to point out on every vehicle, you got some oh shit handles there. So feel free to drive like a freaking maniac in the Hyundai Sonata. I'm sorry, not Sonata, Kia Sorento. I get them confused sometimes. Got your glasses holders there. You've got a monochromatic rear view mirror right there. And get this seat back a little bit so I can film. Yeah, your sun visors here. Of course, you've got that. And it's cool when you open that up, the light comes on. Well, that about does it for just kind of walking around and looking at the different features on this 16 Kia Sorento. One thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to set up a tripod so I can drive, and we're going to kind of do a lap around the parking lot here. Let's get a feel for the steering and the braking and the acceleration and all that good stuff. Well, guys, now we're kind of on the move here. Forgive me if my tripod kind of slips and moves around. I'm still kind of experimenting with this. And the 16 Kia Sorento, so far, from what I can tell from the steering, you do have some nice tight steering here. It's pretty effortless with power steering nowadays. Let's pull to a stop here. We'll do a from a stop to a takeoff. All right, we're gonna 0 to 30 is really not too bad in this vehicle. For being a 4-cylinder, I can't complain with that. Get up and go from a stoplight there. Really, that was pretty impressive for what it is. The 2.4 liter with the direct injection really gets after it right there, 0 to 30. Of course, it doesn't really matter. This is a family hauler, and it's not like you're going to be out drag racing this thing. And if you are, your life's really sad. Okay, I'm going to crank this bitch up to 40, and we're going to jam on the brakes. Here we go. Not a bad stopping distance. That really wasn't bad at all. This does have nice four-wheel disc brakes. I cannot complain about the stopping there. That was pretty damn good, really. Steering's nice and tight. Overall, the handling on this car, for being an SUV with a 4-cylinder, I've got no complaints here. This has got a nice tight turning circle here. I'm going to tighten it up even more. Oh yeah. I'm feeling a little bit of, I don't know how to describe that on the wheel. When you have something in four-wheel drive, you feel like a binding and a little bit of a skipping when you're turning tight. I felt a very, very little bit of that in the front wheels there when I had it super tight trying to turn. And I was going way too fast to be turning that tight. So I can't complain about any of that. This thing handles really nice. Good pickup for a 4-cylinder. And the stopping's damn good. So this has been the 2016 Kia Sorento LX in the Platinum Graphite Metallic, which is gray. I've been Travis Taylor from Capital City Nissan. Thank you guys for checking out my video. Please click on subscribe. I'm also known as the Salsa Robot on YouTube. And y'all check me out again tomorrow. I'll get another video out for you tomorrow. Y'all have a good day.